President Cyril Ramaphosa will deliver the keynote address at a ceremony in Randburg, Johannesburg, to pay tribute to late ANC Secretary General Duma Nokwe. Nokwe's remains will then be reburied at West Park Cemetery next to his wife. On that note, it's crossed to Ntlantla Kgatlhane once again for that update. Ntlantla, good morning. Earlier on, we're just getting ready as preparations continue for the reburial process, of course, of Secretary General of the ANC, Adv Duma Nokwe. Tell us about what's happening on your end as we edge closer to the official start of the program.
Well, thank you so much, Liz. Lyndon, coming to you right here from the reburial ceremony of Adv Duma Nokwe. But with me here, quite interestingly, I have somebody that knows Adv Duma Nokwe quite well, ANC veteran, Mavuso Msimang. Is just going to talk to us in terms of the kind of giant that we are talking about. Thank you so much for your time, Dr Mavuso. We're talking about one of those people that gave it all, but never had a chance to experience what he fought for, to live under democracy. Talk to us about the kind of person Duma Nokwe was.
Duma Nokwe was a very committed freedom fighter. Born in Everton, he only lived to be 50 years. But in that short period of time, he had become the youngest person to become, to form a branch of the ANC, to become the SG of the Veterans League, of the Youth League, and also to become the Secretary General of the ANC before he got even to be 30 years of age. But he was a very rambunctious person, energetic, brilliant. They talk about him having been the first advocate. That doesn't matter so much to me that he was the first one, but he started out as studying math and physics, and when he realized that so many of our people were subjected to harassment because of petty pass laws, he went across to become a lawyer, and he kept that by becoming an advocate. He went to exile because he had been subjected to a number of punishments. So, you either stay and go to prison, or you go so deep underground. But going out for him was to create a space to continue the work of the African National Congress abroad. Exile was not an easy place. I can tell you that the amount of problems we experience, not easy to explain to here, are such that you really needed to be made of really sterner stuff. But going to Duma Nokwe, his brilliance was experienced when he represented the ANC, literally as, or virtually as a foreign minister, so to say. But he was in charge of international affairs for the ANC, spoke at the OAU, which is called the AU now. He spoke at the United Nations, and he spoke in very many conferences, but very robust, very focused, very clear about his commitment to the cause for liberation.
Just one last question from me, and if you could be brief on this one. Looking at where the ANC is in 30 years of democracy, I mean, we're talking about somebody that you have interacted with. One wonders how you would feel in terms of the ANC of today, comparing it to the ANC.
Why didn't I expect you to ask me that question? He obviously would wish things were much, much better than they are today. He would be disappointed that the ANC has lost so much popularity that it is not forming a majority government. And I think he would wish that the ANC would accept his position and act in the interest of the people of South Africa by making sure that the programs that people like Duma lived and died for are still carried forward. That's really what I think he would wish.
Well, thank you so much. That was, one of the ANC veterans, Mavuso Msimang. They're talking to us about a person that he interacted with, Adv Duma Nokwe.